Hey there, guys, and welcome to episode 6 of the Smashing Crossbar Podcast. I'm your host, Josh, from Crossbar Capers, and with me today I have Ben again from Corner Flag Games. Mate, how are you?
I'm not too bad, mate. Apologies for any bad audio quality that you may get from me. All my setup is currently packed up and in boxes waiting for my initial house move.
Yes, as you've been telling me, the move is happening. I believe this weekend coming.
Yep, this weekend coming, mate. It's all happening.
Happy days, mate. You're not going to know what to do with yourself with a bit of NBN.
Oh, mate, I've already worked it out. I've already spoken to TPG, highest level NBN, already getting it switched on tomorrow. So I'm a day ahead. So all I have to do is go in and set up the new modem router.
Mate, you're going to be like a virgin in a brothel for the first time. Not that I know what that's like,
yes.
but... Okay, guys. On today's episode, we will be discussing, obviously, the results of the Jets in the FFA Cup, and obviously the fixtures that have now just been given to us for the round of 16. We also will be getting Ben and my tips, for the first week of the Premier League, which starts up on the weekend, and I have a couple of tips also from good mates of ours, which I'll go into that obviously a little bit later on. Short, quick episode this week. Obviously, as Ben said, he's only on his phone and so forth, so we thought we'd just do a quick wrap. Obviously, the FFA Cup and the Prem season starting, and we'll obviously hopefully resume back as normal next week. So, obviously, mate, we head up to the Gold Coast the other night and got away sneakily. 1-0 victory.
Yeah.
Look, obviously I've heard plenty of criticism and I've heard plenty of crap, and I actually heard on the game, watching the game, off the commentary, not really telling people the reason why we may have looked a little bit flat. So, what was your take, obviously, on the game in hand itself? Ben, mate, you still there? Hello? Hello, Ben?
That's Spain pre-season tournament.
Well, mate, I've lost you there, mate. You've only just come back to me, mate, so... I'm not 100% sure what's happened there. Yeah, you literally have just come back to me.
Okay.
So that... yeah. And I can't really pause this, which is pretty shit.
That's all right. Just go from what basically you saying what my take was.
Yeah, mate. So obviously, we'll get your take on the game itself, mate. What was your thoughts?
So, the boys hadn't even been down in the country for any more than 48 hours at that point, flying directly to the Gold Coast for the game from their Spain pre-season tournament. I mean, they hadn't even spent any time with their families. From what I was what I was told is that the club did try and change the fixture date and time, knowing that they were coming back from Spain, but the FFA did say no.
What a surprise.
Basically, yeah. Well, Gold Coast came. They played well. It was obvious they were trying to play the counter. They knew that we were tired. They knew they wouldn't be able to play through us using Route 1 football. So their best option would have been the counter attack. And if I was their manager, I probably would have played the exact same way. But yeah, in parts, the Gold Coast looked very, very threatening. We did have a tired and makeshift backline. But yeah, rocketing the post twice, scoring Topor in the 11th minute with a beautiful, scramble in the box. You know what? It's a 1-0 win, but I'll take it.
Yeah, look, that's exactly how I see it. For a team who's, like I said, I believe I was saying on the last episode, I believe that was our first goal in the FFA Cup, as well as obviously a victory, I'll take it. Yeah, look, as you were saying as well, obviously the commentators weren't too interested in not bringing up that we'd virtually just flown back into the country and possibly been half the reason why we looked a little bit flat. And again, we didn't play at 100% either. We had plenty of talent still on the bench, and obviously talent that we couldn't use in O'Donovan. So look, the boys done well. The guys that come on in the second half, Joey, he's looking good. He's really looking good, and
he is.
I know the Champness chaps out there will be very, very keen to see him this season, and hopefully he can continue from where he sort of left off last season, and maybe he'll grow and improve once more. But look, yeah, as you were saying, mate, it's a scrappy win, but I'm not here to say that we deserved it. I don't think we did.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we did anything wrong to not deserve it. As you said, the Gold Coast came firing, and good on them, and good luck to them for the rest of the season. And they can hold themselves high, and be proud of obviously keeping the scoreline to what it was. Obviously Wellington couldn't even beat who was it? Green Gully, I believe it was.
No, Bentley.
Bentley. Yeah. So obviously Bentley toppling New Zealand, which let's be fair, it's pretty standard for them. They done the coasts, and now they've done them, and who next year? Who knows? Or maybe
bring it on.
Maybe even this year, if they get past Broadmeadow. But we'll see what happens there. So yeah, look, obviously I don't think we come away with too many injuries. They were saying that the back line was struggling a little bit. Georgieski did look very gingerly on his feet there come the second half, and there was plenty of times there I was sort of saying, just come off, like have a rest, mate. But obviously Ernie seen stuff that we didn't see because he's kept him on there. So yeah, obviously good result, and we'll see what happens in the next round.
Yeah, 100%. It's nice to see that we're taking the FFA Cup rather seriously now.
Well, yeah. Well, it's good to see. It's good that the club in a whole is starting to take things a bit seriously. Obviously, again, as we discussed last week, that obviously the Spain trip, and even the youth trip to Asia, and obviously a couple of more friendlies, which I'm sure they'll have lined up. Obviously, one with Usain Bolt on the Central Coast, and
the Hong Kong Super Sevens.
Yeah, exactly.
Couple of months back now.
Couple of months back, yeah. So look, it's good to see the clubs moving forward, and obviously with Ernie and Laurie at the helm, it's going to be very, very disappointing when either one or both of them decide to leave. That'll happen eventually, and it'll be a shame to see what happens, and hopefully let's see. Obviously, let's hope that Ernie is going to groom the next coach for us. Obviously leave us in good hands at least until we may find a replacement. But yeah, look, obviously your thoughts of the Jets, obviously pre-season on a whole, as at this point, we haven't signed anybody to fill some of the spots that we've let go, but overall, mate, you think we're going all right?
I think we're going all right. Like the productivity that the club is showing as a whole in regards to preseason tournaments and getting the Newcastle Jets name and brand out there in the wider media, is becoming very successful. And, we're getting our name out there to other nations who are starting to look at us a little bit more seriously now. And he's hoping that can translate into the A League, and that it's not, they don't rock up to game day and go, oh, well, it's just the Jets.
Yeah.
So it's nice to, put some people offside and really make them think that, we're no pushover anymore.
Yeah. No, look, as I said, it's going to, exactly right. As you were saying, it's going to be, it's just good to see the Jets playing decent football. And, that's the biggest thing, as a fan since, the first season, I can remember sitting there game one, 2005, we were sort of talking to David a little bit about it last week. I didn't get to bring it too much up because, the man loves to talk, so we'll have to get his thoughts on it next episode he's on. But obviously, 2005, round 1 against Adelaide, we copped a goal early. I think it was about the 15th minute or so. And, we lost that first game, and I think that was only in front of, I think it was about 13,000, something like that there. But even then, we knew then that, we weren't going to be pushovers, even though we got beat and it was a good goal. We still knew that obviously the way we played the rest of the game, obviously, we were going to be competitors, and obviously we were. Obviously, 2005 up to, the 2010 sort of season. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you look at Adelaide as in those early seasons, for those first, 5 to 6 seasons, they were a force to be reckoned with.
Well, yeah, for everyone, they were for everyone other than Archie Thompson. Archie Thompson had their number pretty tightly, I think. 5 or something in the grand final. So
yeah,
he definitely had their number. But yeah, no, look, as I said, but they're going to be all right this season as well, Adelaide. And obviously, you got to look at obviously even the performances. Obviously, some of the clubs have put out in the FFA Cup. Obviously, they're not. It's not going to be made possibly their first 11, but some of the teams obviously did produce almost 80 to 90% of their squad. Melbourne City, pretty much did from what I could see. Obviously, watching bits of it, they were pretty much at full strength. And obviously Fornaroli once again gets them out of jail, but but yeah, look, it's going to be a good season, I think, and I think Laurie and Ernie have got their heads screwed on, and they're making the right decisions, and I've got faith they'll make the right decisions, and obviously the signings that we need, and
agreed.
They know that we need the signings, and we've got international spots there. So, look, as I said, it'd be good just to have possibly some good talent. I don't expect to make signings the likes of Honda or these big sort of names that have come in, obviously from Melbourne and Melbourne City in I can't remember his name now off the top of my head. I was only talking about him the other day from Rangers.
Oh, the bloke from Rangers, he looked tidy.
He was very switched on. O'Halloran, I think his name was. Yeah,
O'Halloran, that's right.
Yeah, look full, just class above obviously everyone else on the pitch. So, I don't expect to bring in big names like that. I'd like them to, but as long as whoever they bring in is going to make everyone else compete, and look up and go, right. Your job, your spot's on the line, and if you don't work hard for it, you won't see game time. Pretty much.
That's right. You might be getting the biggest pay packet, but you got to work to earn that spot still.
Correct. And then that's pretty much what happened with Brown. You know what I mean? As we said, good luck to him this season. But obviously, the young blokes wanted it more. So
that's right.
So yeah, look, we'll see what happens, and obviously we'll keep everyone up to date with as much as we can with any info or anything like that we find, obviously with transfers and that the likes. But yeah, we'll have a quick look, obviously, at the round of 16 fixtures that have just been given to us today, I believe, with dates.
Yep.
So obviously, we'll go through the list as we see it. Obviously, IPA Leichhardt drew Melbourne Victory.
Melbourne Victory, yeah.
So 7:30 kick off down there at Leichhardt Oval. Beautiful, good ground.
Yeah.
Ground. I've been there a few
times.
Yeah,
I was talking to a few of the boys at work, because I work with quite a few Melbourne Victory supporters, and we all come to the agreement that if Victory play like they did the other night against, if they play like that against Apia Leichhardt, that they can, Apia could shock them.
Oh yeah. No, they're no pushovers. Apia Leichhardt, and look, obviously I don't see it happening. I see a strong Melbourne Victory win. Could be the first game. Obviously Honda gets to play with Melbourne, so it'll be interesting to see just how much time they give him, and what they expect of him and so forth. Obviously he should be pretty fit, so I dare say he'll probably start. But yeah, look, good luck to IPA. Hope they do get up, but. I don't see it happen. I think Terrence's Melbourne Victory might scrape through another week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll move on to obviously the next one. Obviously, Broadmeadow Magic, Bentley Greens. I'll be definitely attending this one. Maybe the only home game we get for the FFA Cup this season. So, look, not the biggest lover of Broadmeadow Magic. Obviously, played against them plenty of times, and they're obviously a strong, very good outfit, well drilled outfit with obviously good coaching staff and back staff in the club. So, look, they're no pushovers. They went down to Canberra and got the job done, and Bentley obviously knocking over Wellington was definitely no fluke.
With 10 men.
Yeah, exactly right. With 10 men, some people might look at it and go, yeah, it was a fluke. Definitely no fluke. Let me tell you now, Bentley Green are the good.
Bentley are a very strong side.
Yeah, when it comes to the FFA Cup, I don't know. They bring that something extra. They're not doing too well in the MPL down in Victoria. I do believe. I think they're sitting. I don't even think they're sitting out of the sixth. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure
I'll find out.
I'm pretty sure they are sitting out of the sixth. Last time I checked. But yeah, look, it was a strong clash. It's a very strong clash. Broadmeadow at home gives them definitely chances, and obviously with their strike power, definitely a chance. But I do think Bentley's going to be a little bit too strong. I'd probably say maybe a late winner, maybe 2-1 victory.
Yeah.
2-1 victory, I think, for that. Yeah. So obviously that one's down at Magic Park at Broadmeadow there, 7:30 kickoff, 21st of August, on the Tuesday. So obviously all the Newcastle guys get down there and obviously support, the local talent and local club and get a few beers in and obviously, hopefully watch a decent game of footy with a couple of decent players as well.
Oh yeah, Bentley are currently in third, mate.
Third, so okay, so they've jumped a few spots, which is decent, but yeah.
Yeah, your top three is Heidelberg, Avondale, Bentley.
What a surprise, obviously those three still in the FFA Cup. So we'll move obviously down to the next game, Cairns versus Sydney FC. What do you reckon here, mate? Cairns, they went pretty well. I think a 4-0 victory, I think.
Yeah, I still think Sydney, as much as it pains me to say this, I still think Sydney are going to be too strong for them.
Yeah, I don't think Cairns are. They might score 1 or 2, hopefully, obviously to give them a bit of cash into the club. But I think Sydney's going to be too strong. I think hopefully Cairns can obviously ruffle some feathers and not cause injuries. We don't want to go around saying don't like people getting hurt, but obviously physically good game. It'd be very nice to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one's obviously at Barlow Park there in Parramatta Park. I do believe that's going to be in Cairns, Parramatta, in Parramatta Park, not the Parramatta Park down in Sydney. So yeah, we'll move down, mate. This one here, mate, you might head down there, I believe. Avondale versus Devonport Strikers.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that one the other day. If I can find the time to get around there, I will again. That's at ABD again, isn't it?
Yeah, ABD Stadium there at Broadmeadows.
Yeah, the home of the Hume City, mate.
Yep, and obviously very, very low degree temperatures, so I'd take a jumper, champ.
I took a jumper last time and I still froze my ass off.
Yeah, that's a good reason I moved out of Melbourne, mate. Freezing down there.
Oh yeah, it's freezing down here tonight too, mate.
So yeah, that concludes obviously the first lot of matches there on Tuesday the 21st of August, and then obviously the following week on the Wednesday 29th we have the rest of the fixtures, which obviously include Lions FC versus Adelaide United, which I think should be a pretty well walkover for Adelaide the way they played against Central Coast. Granted, Central Coast went into the fixture there with Adelaide without even playing a trial match, which I just think is ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, but they're the guys who bought who have signed Usain Bolt on a trial period, so explains a lot. And yeah, I think Adelaide are going to be way too strong there, mate. Your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, agree, 100%.
Yeah, I think obviously the guys in Adelaide, like your Craig Goodwin and obviously boys alike, they'll step up and do the job.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Quite comfortably.
They say Adelaide are going to be ones to watch this year. They're going to be like my Perth Glory of last season.
Yeah, I dare say so, mate. Adelaide comments against Heidelberg United. Warriors, mate. Bloody
Got to go with me burgers, mate.
yeah, mate. Yeah, gotta go with me burgers, mate. I'll be wearing me scarf, nice and proud, mate. Love me burgers.
Yeah, I wore mine. I wore mine the other week at the Avondale game. I was representing 3 different clubs from 2 different countries.
I wouldn't expect.
I had my Heidelberg scarf, I had my Newcastle Jets jumper, and I had my Birmingham City shirt on.
I wouldn't expect any less from you, mate. Yeah, no, I definitely see Adelaide. Unfortunately, not getting the chocolates here, mate. I think Heidelberg will probably do them pretty comfortably, actually.
Yeah, my tip goes to the burgers, mate.
Yep. So that one's obviously at Adelaide there at West Beach Parks Football Centre in West Beach. 7:30 kickoff, 7:00 local time. Over there in Adelaide. So we'll move down to Bonnyrigg White Eagles, who are taking on Western Sydney Wanderers, and that one will be played 7:30 again at Marconi Stadium in Bosley Park. Western Sydney come and play like they played the other night, mate. I dare say Bonnyrigg could easily wipe the floor with Western Sydney.
Yeah, I'm going extra time for this one, mate.
Yeah, I would not agree with wouldn't disagree with you there, mate. It's very high chance. I'm going to go Bonnyrigg with the upset. Actually, I think they'll beat them before extra time. I reckon. I'm going to go 3-1 to Bonnyrigg. I reckon they can score some goals against Western Sydney and hopefully, bury them. Unfortunately, as much as I don't like fellow Red losing games, but he's Mr. Babel. He's in a bit of a bother.
Yeah, they're still working each other out, mate. They'll come good.
Well, look, I personally couldn't care less. I'd rather them come good than obviously your Melbourne Victories and your Melbourne Cities and your Sydney FCs.
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
As long as those 3 aren't there and Western Sydney's above them, I'd be very happy for the season. So. And then obviously brings us into the final one. Wednesday again, 29th of August, Melbourne City, Newcastle Jets, 7:30 kickoff down at Amy Park, mate. You will be at that one, no doubt.
Most definitely.
Good man. Obviously,
me, the missus, and I'm taking my little one for his first A League game, so...
Very good. Good game to get down there and watch the Jets get over City, hopefully.
Yeah, I figure taking him to an FFA Cup game. Don't want to take him to a weekend Jets game because that means I can't drink.
Good to see you got your
so yeah, I figured sort of a good one for the little fella to dip his feet into the water.
Yeah, no, fair call, mate. Look, it's gonna be a tough one. You and I both know a few City fans and. They definitely like to give us crap the other day that, we only beat a non-A League side 1-0.
Yeah. Not naming anyone in particular. Alex!
Yeah, look, one odd supporters, mate. What can you do with them? Look,
Oh, well, they don't have King Azani anymore.
They needed him the other night.
Yeah, well, he's not there now.
Yeah, look, 119 minutes against Brisbane. I don't see Brisbane being in the top 4. They may scrape into the top 6, obviously, if they get their shit together throughout the season. But
I'd say in the 6, but not in the 4.
Yeah. So, but I still think with the quality that City produced and went at them with, they should have obviously pipped them before 90 minutes, I think.
Yep, like I said to you, mate, it took City individual brilliance to win that game.
100%. Great goal to take nothing away from him. He cracking goal, and you would expect nothing less from him.
Of course.
I'm sure he'd say the exact same thing.
Yeah, but yeah, and then you've got the issue with Bratton.
Yeah. Obviously, he was in a neck brace the other day, I think.
Yeah, couldn't have happened to a nicer bloke.
So yeah, look, as I said, guys, that's pretty much the round of 16. Hopefully, I'd like to see, obviously, as I said, I'd like to see Heidelberg, Magic, Avondale, and the Jets. Obviously, are my main ones there. I'd love to get through. And look, as I said, I'd like to get through to what are we there now? The final 8. That'd that'd be a good achievement. I think Merrick.
Oh yeah.
I think Merrick could be happy with that. With obviously without signing anybody. I don't see them signing anyone before then, and obviously getting a run. So
Agreed.
They might sign someone, but they'll definitely won't be getting a run before the 29th of obviously the very end of the month. So yeah, look, it'd be a good result to get past this one and get past City, just for all our City friends out there. Yeah, hopefully get down to the 8 and get another non-A League side and get through there, and yeah, who knows?
Kicking goals, mate. Kicking goals.
We can only hope, mate. We can definitely only hope. So yeah, look, as I said, guys, that's pretty much obviously the FFA Cup draw and obviously our results from last week. As I said, it's going to be a pretty short segment this round, so we'll pretty much end obviously Premier League starting up, mate, this season.
Yeah.
Sorry, this weekend, not this season. It is this season. Starting this weekend. Don't mind me. Bit excited. Get to sleep on the couch again.
Yeah.
Mrs. will love that.
I'm going to put my catch up first.
Yeah, mate. Well, that's exactly right. You better get yourself sorted, mate. For I think the first game's United versus Leicester, early one, 5 a.m. I think.
Yeah, well, I've always got my phone, mate.
That's exactly right. Thanks to Optus Sports.
Yep.
Bunch of retards. Hopefully the game doesn't cut out.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go with them for my internet.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, look, as I said, obviously we're going to get a couple of tips. Obviously Benny's going to give us his tips. I'm going to give mine. Lachlan Marr, who's been on the Len Network before, he's going to give his predictions. Obviously, big guru when it comes to footy. Big congratulations to him, actually, Benny. Got the all clear to be the stretcher bearer for the Jets again this season. So
fantastic!
Yes, so obviously it's going to be fantastic for me, mate, because obviously when the season starts, as I said, I'm going to do a few vlogs and pretty much, obviously my predictions for the game and that, and so to get some insight footage and that, obviously of the sheds and the tunnel and the pitch and that, which it's going to be fantastic. So no, good on you, mate. You friggin' couldn't have gone to a better bloke, to be fair.
Yeah, on your Lockie.
All know how much you'd love to pick blokes up and walk them off the pitch with a friggin' ear full of friggin' smack. It's like if they're not the Jets players.
Let's hope it's Brighton.
Yeah, let's hope it's Brighton. Yeah, 100%. So and obviously the final one will be Chris from SportsCastle, obviously another local Newcastle podcast. So yeah, obviously we'll start with Man United versus Leicester, mate. What's your thoughts on that one?
I think United are gonna comfortably get past Leicester in this one, mate.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna go. I think we've all gone from United there, mate. I don't think United are gonna stumble in the round one. Hopefully they start to crack after that, but I think they've got a pretty solid first game up, I think. So yeah, obviously all gone United there. So we'll move on to the next one. We've got Tottenham versus Newcastle. David will be frantically at going off his tree and in excitement and rage and tears, and as he does, especially for a 9:30 kickoff, mate. He'll be well in by 9:30 kickoff.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm sorry, laddie, I'm gonna have to do it to you. I'm gonna have to go with Spurs, mate.
Ouch.
Spurs, I think, just too strong, mate.
Well, yeah. Well, obviously Lockie and Chris have agreed with you, mate. They've both gone Tottenham, mate. I'm going to predict a draw.
Okay.
I'm going to go a draw. I think Newcastle have had a pretty decent pre-season, and the likes of Kane and Ali and all that sort of stuff. Obviously World Cup and so forth. I think Tottenham are going to ease themselves into this one. So yeah, I'm going to go a draw with Newcastle Tottenham.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely. Obviously we'll move on to the next one, which is Fulham. I've got here Fulham versus Crystal Palace. Thoughts on that one, mate?
Well, I reckon Fulham might get up over Palace in this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm going with the dark horse.
Yeah, well, Gonna be an interesting game, actually. Very interesting game. The other boys have both tipped a draw. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Palace. Yeah, I think Palace. I believe what's his name? Is it still the coach there? Oh no, can't remember. Don't mind me.
Mustn't be important.
No, they never are, mate. They never are. Yeah, no, I think Palace, mate. I think Palace is going to do Fulham. I don't think Fulham's going to go too bad for the season. You know, I mean, obviously
Yeah, neither do I.
just been brought up, but yeah, I don't think it's going to start in round one, mate. So obviously pushing on to the next one, we've got Watford versus Brighton.
Yeah, see, this one I'm going to pick the draw.
Yeah, right. There you go. Lockie's gone with you there, mate. He's gone the draw. Chris has gone Watford, and I think I'm gonna go Brighton. Hopefully, Matt Ryan's up to his best and doesn't let Watford through. So yeah, no, I'm gonna go Brighton with that one. So I think we've all gone pretty much different, other than you and Lockie. So that'll be a very interesting game there.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one, mate. We've got Bournemouth versus Cardiff.
Ooh, yeah, I reckon. This one's going to be a tough one to call, but I reckon Bournemouth might just edge it by one.
Fair enough. Benny going with Bournemouth there, mate. I'm going to go with the boys, mate. I'm going to go draw. I think we've all of us, bar you, mate, are going to draw. I think, as you said, I think it's going to be a bit tight. And personally, I don't even think there's going to be a goal scored.
Oh, okay.
Don't really. As I said, I'm not really going into obviously the scores, but yeah, I think it's going to be a nil or draw personally.
Fair call.
That's right. Moving down again, obviously we've got Chelsea up against Huddersfield, mate. Up against Moyes boys.
Moyes boys.
Yeah, Moyes boys, Huddersfield Town. What's your thoughts here, mate?
Well, Huddersfield have got a good track record of upsetting Chelsea.
True.
Still, Starry's got the Chelsea boys in a bit of a twist at the moment. So, no, I think I might go with Chelsea, mate.
Yeah. All of us here have gone with Chelsea. I don't think they're gonna have too much trouble getting through Huddersfield. Hopefully the boys go alright. I hope Moy goes alright, but Chelsea's way too strong, I think. Moving down again, we've got Wolves versus Everton.
My old man is going to absolutely hate me for saying this, but I reckon Wolves might go the distance, might go the business, mate.
Wolves.
Yep.
There we go. Well,
I'm going to tip the Wolves, mate.
Wolves. Well, Chris has gone a draw. Wolves versus Everton. Lockie and I won't be speaking for the next week.
He's gone Everton.
He's gone Everton. So, and I definitely will not be tipping Everton, and I will definitely not be tipping a draw. Hopefully, Wolves absolutely humiliate Everton. That'd be fantastic. As much as I hate Everton, I do think the Wolves are capable.
Yeah, Wolves have done some business in the transfer window again, and I tell you what, mate. Last season in the Championship, mate, all eyes on. They had it nailed down.
They just absolutely look the goods, and
they do.
You know, look, as I said, they're not going to win titles or anything, but again, I don't see them dropping this season.
No, look, they're not going to win titles, mate, but they'll damn sure cause a few upsets this season.
100%. Next one, mate. Let's go down to Southampton, Burnley.
Southampton and Burnley.
Burnley.
Yeah, look, I'm going to tip the draw on this.
Yeah, you and Lockie are going the same way, mate. Southampton, Burnley draw. Chris has gone Southampton. Jesus, it's a tough one. It's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah.
Southampton pulled themselves out of some shit friggin' late last season. I don't know if they're going to be. Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm going to go Burnley. I think. I think they're going to be too strong. Obviously, the Kiwi probably might bang a few in, maybe. Moving down. Well, where do we start? Actually, I'm gonna move on from that one. I'm gonna save that one to last. So we'll go City. Man City, mate. Man City versus who they got? Arsenal. Big one.
Oh, mate. Look, I'm Arsenal in their change of fortunes at the moment as well, with the news coming out that Stan Kroenke's put up the extra dosh to actually Hollis Bolus own Arsenal now,
Mm-hmm.
which is only a good thing for them. It gives them a bit of stability and a bit of structure again after the passing of Wenger. Oh, look, Unai Emery's doing some good things, mate, but I just think City are just too strong.
Yeah, look,
Sorry, Tez.
yeah, look, both the boys have gone City. Arsenal got done in the Shield, didn't they? They got done by Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, friggin', it's as much as obviously a lot of them thought, obviously a lot of people wanted buddy Wenger's head. It's going to be a big hole to fix. I definitely think they've got the coach to do it.
It's going to take time, though.
And that's my big thing. It's going to take time. I don't think it's going to happen in round one. I believe they play Chelsea again in round two. So, look, those boys have, they've got a pretty hard run. So I think City comfortably. I think they'll wipe the floor.
Yeah.
Then we'll move down to the last one, mate. Obviously the big one. Liverpool,
For you.
Of course, mate. It's my channel. Liverpool versus the Hammers, mate.
The West Spam.
Bubbles everywhere. Not a drop to drink.
The Golden Sullivan Spam.
The Golden Sullivan Spam.
I'm allowed to make a joke. They used to own us.
Oh, yeah.
Before they owned the Spam. And they sold us to a bloody crooked Hong Kong businessman. But that's a story for another day. I'm going with the Reds, mate.
Yeah, I think we're all going to go with the Reds, mate. Look, it's I've never obviously I've got a lot of Red mates, and I think every year I hear the boys going, it's our year, mate. Look, and obviously again, also as well as that, obviously we've got the squad to do it. Blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
I will definitely agree. This year, we definitely have the squad to win a title. Do we have? Look, it's yeah. I don't. Yeah, I'm hoping we have a good season. As far as I'm concerned, if we don't finish top 3, there's massive dramas.
Yep.
But yeah, with the quality we've got on the bench, the likes of Sturridge and Lallana and possibly Henderson for half the season. You know what I mean? Like, he's the captain, yes, but I don't see how he can fit into that squad.
Yeah, I look at it like this, mate. As a neutral, if you guys don't make top 4, and at the very minimum qualify for Champions League, there's something wrong.
Yeah. Look, and again, I think the sad thing will be that it will come down to the coach. They'll blame the coach for sure. If he doesn't, they don't make Final Four or whatever it is. It's it's got to be Klopp's fault. Well, you've just signed a 5-year deal. We know what coaching contracts are like. It's not worth not worth the friggin' ink on the paper. But yeah, look, as I said, guys, leave. If anyone wants to leave their tips, obviously for each round, we're going to do it week in, week out. I'll tally the results at the end of each week and see how we're going, and see who I don't know, might do a carton of beer or something for the winner. End of the season, Nothing special. But yeah, as I said, if he's keen on getting involved in it and that, and possibly seeing if you can beat us, obviously with our tips, feel free. Leave the results down the bottom, and I'll tally it up and we'll go from there, mate.
Yeah.
No, too easy, man. Well, yeah, as I said, we'll pretty much wrap it up, mate. You've probably run out of charge on your phone, mate. Doing this on your phone.
No, I'm still all good.
Well, we better let you go then to pack some boxes, because I guarantee you haven't packed all the boxes up yet.
Not all of them yet, mate.
I'm sure the wife's done a fair chunk of the load, but
Oh, yeah, it's split pretty even.
It's pretty even. Not from the photo she sent me of you.
Oh, that was last night, mate. I've been burning the candle at both ends.
No, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Well, yeah, as I said, guys, thanks again for obviously tuning in and listening. Leave us obviously a like and a comment if you like the stuff. Dislike if you didn't. But obviously, yeah, again, feedback is the key, and as much feedback as I can would be grateful, and I'll try and accommodate with all your needs.
Yeah.
Again,
smack that subscribe button.
Smack it good.
Yeah, mate.
So yeah, again, guys, go and check Ben's stuff out. Obviously, his own channel, Corner Flag Games, and obviously the Lencast, where we do a bit of chat each week. Ben does a fair bit of stuff. Obviously, we won't go into too much detail. A little plug, mate. Obviously, FIFA 19 coming out soon. I'm sure you got plenty of plans.
Oh, plans are all well in place, mate.
Just waiting for that release date, September.
Yeah, I'll get 3 days early.
Of course you will, mate. Of course you will. Yeah, you're just that keen to play it.
Nah, mate. Gotta get that content going early.
That's it, mate. Got to get those subscribers. Go catch those subscribers, eh? As Dan would say, those Pokemon references.
Yeah, mate. Well, it's the best time. It's the best time for a FIFA YouTuber to get their subs, mate, in the first 3 months.
That's it. Smash it out and try and get it out. Try and get their first content out before the friggin' actual release date of the general public.
Yeah, that's right. And I'll be able to download it on an NBN connection, so I won't have to wait 48 hours like I had to on my old ADSL connection to download it.
Mate, you'll be flying, mate. So yeah, as I said, guys, thanks heaps for watching. We'll wrap it up. I will just state, obviously, for a little bit of info, Ben, myself, Terence from Wireless Vlogs, and Dan will be doing a fair bit of content down in Melbourne in October. Going down there to give the boys a chop out and try and get a bit of content done that we've obviously wanted to do with all three of us in one spot. So, yeah, stay tuned for that, guys, as well. It's going to be very interesting stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be some special stuff, mate.
Keen as, mate. Keen as. We'll let you go pack some more boxes and do the heavy lifting, mate. I'll think of you from here tomorrow, mate, with a beer in my hand. I'm helping, I'm only lifting from, the chest to my mouth.
Yeah, you're the supervisor.
Mate, it's what I do best.
You sit there and point.
100%. It's what I get paid for. It's what I do best. No worries, guys. Thanks again, and we will speak to you soon. We hate Coast Scum. Catch us later.
See you guys.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light